In this channel, we talk about books all the time. Welcome back. I hope you're having a lovely day. I don't know what's happening to my hair, so let's all ignore that. Also, as usual, there's some kids playing outside. I've been trying to write down when, like the times when they are not playing outside, and I haven't figured it out yet, so I hope it doesn't bother you too much, and as usual, I will try to edit that out as much as I can. But welcome back to the channel, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to try to organize my next 24-hour reading marathon, but I don't really know the books that I want to read for this marathon, so I'm letting the Fable AI birdie pick for me, and we will see. I'm going to pick 3 books because I want the option to pick and choose. Anyway, I'm too much of a mood reader, as you know by now, to just let him pick whatever it is, and if it's a summer romance, what am I gonna do, So let's hope and pray we get lucky. Let me know if you've ever done a 24-hour reading marathon before, and how that works for you, if you read a lot or not. But yeah, let me know. Let's get started. First of all, if you didn't know about this feature on the Fable app, I'm just going to show you how that works. Actually, you can use the Fable AI birdie for different things. Like for example, if you go onto the tab Explore, you can use the little chat Ask Scout, and Scout is the AI birdie, and you can tell him like, find me an enemies to lovers romance, and then it will look up some books for you to read, and it gives you some options, and then you can add them straight to your want to read list. There's a lot of different features, but what we are going to use, it's going to be on the lists tab, on the lists on your want to read, and here there's a little button that says pick for me. So we're gonna click on that, and we're gonna see what Scout decides we should read. Let's try this. The first book. He's just looking through. Ooh, A Kiss of Iron. Okay, A Kiss of Iron. Actually, I have a special edition of this. It's from like a French publishing house, so I would have to read it on Kindle. I think I could read the French version, but it would take longer, and for a 24-hour readathon, I don't think that's ideal. But anyways, so A Kiss of Iron. This actually sounds really interesting. In the cutthroat game of court life, masters manipulate pawns, and you never know which one you are. One thing is certain, there's no space on the board for love. A penniless noblewoman, Cat, is on the verge of losing everything when she's offered a well-paid job that could be her salvation or her ruin. Drawn into court's deadly intrigues, she's given a single task: spy on the powerful Fey Lord as the Night Queen's shadow. Bastian Marwood is handsome, ruthless, and cunning, but Cat can't decide if he's a threat to her kingdom or just her heart. To uncover the truth, she must play a dangerous game of desire and deceit, pushing him to reveal his secrets while protecting her own. But Bastian's shadows have a hold on her, one she isn't sure she wants to escape. Kat soon learns that at court nothing is as it seems, and even the best laid plans can be destroyed in an instant. As a pawn on the board, she can't afford to fall victim to love, only fight for survival. And this is my copy. Look at that cover. Doesn't that look stunning? The yellows and the pinks. I just love this edition. I actually saw one single video on like French book talk about this. I didn't even know what it was about, but I went and bought it. That have like the cover printed right on the cover, you know, like there's no dust bag here, there's no dust jacket, and it has 360 sprayed edges. You might have seen this book already in my this or that video if you've been catching up with the channel. But yeah, that's the book in question. I think it has and pages as well. So, A Kiss of Iron is the first book in a romantasy series featuring an enemies to lovers dynamic and a morally grey hero. I've heard people saying that if you've read the Blood and Ash series and you liked it, you would probably like this one as well. I'm excited about this because there's court intrigue in it, and you know, by now you know me, you know that I love a good fantasy with court intrigue. I'm always up for that. I'm not mad about this choice. And this must be one of the most beautiful books I own, so it's time I read it, you know what I mean? So that was the first choice, A Kiss of Iron by Claire Sager. Let's try for the second book. Man, these kids really have no chin. I hope I can edit that out. Oh my god. Okay. Terrestrial History. I've been saying, I think for months since I found this book at the bookshop, I've been saying that I really want to read it. And it's a sci-fi. I feel like I'm over the Project Hail Mary hangover, you know, because that book was everything to me. So, Terrestrial History, a family saga following 4 generations on a time-bending journey from coastal Scotland to a colony in Mars. Hannah is a fusion scientist working in a cottage off the coast of Scotland when she's approached by a visitor from the future, a young man from a human settlement on Mars, traveling backward through time to intervene in the fate of a warming planet. Robin lives in the colony, a sterile outpost of civilization where he longs for the wonders of a home planet he never knew. Between Hannah and Robin, 2 generations, a father and a daughter, face down an uncertain future. Andrew believes there is still time for the human spirit to triumph. For his rationalist daughter, Kenzie, such idealism is not enough to keep the rising floods at bay, so she signs on to work for a company that would abandon Earth for the promise of a world beyond. In exploring the question, what if you could come back to the past and somehow change it with technology, Joe Mungo Reid, the author, has written an immersive story of hope, hubris, and sacrifice in the face of a frighteningly precarious present. So, terrestrial history, it's basically a sci-fi with an element of, time travel. This one is a shorter book, and I feel like since I haven't read it, I don't really know how to describe it. And I don't know, I just love this book. It looks aesthetically so pleasing to me. And as I was saying, like, this is a shorter one. I believe it's under 300 pages. Yeah, it's 246 pages. So this could be a great book to read in a 24-hour readathon. Also, it's the kind of book that I feel like it could take months and maybe years for me to read, and it would stay on my physical TBR for very, very long. So I might as well. Anyways, that was our second book, Terrestrial History by Joe Mungo Reid. Pick for me. Help. Oh. Okay, I'm going to skip this one simply because I have a plan for Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home and Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. I want to buddy read them, so there's no way I do that in a 24-hour marathon. Okay, so I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to ask it to show me the next pick. I'm scared at this point. Don't do me dirty. Okay, Catabasis by R.F. Kuang, which is one of my newest purchases. I love this. I was not expecting it. Everything I know about Catabasis is that it's set in hell. And there's this girl who goes to the depths of hell to try and find answers about a missing professor or something. Dante's Inferno meets Susanna Clarke's Piranesi in this all-new dark academia fantasy from R.F. Kuang, in which two graduate students must put aside their rivalry and journey to hell to save their professor's soul, perhaps at the cost of their own. Catabasis, noun, ancient Greek, the story of a hero's descent to the underworld. Alice Lowe has only ever had one goal: to become one of the brightest minds in the field of magic. She has sacrificed everything to make that a reality: her pride, her health, her love life, and most definitely her sanity. All to work with Professor Jacob Grimes at Cambridge, the greatest magician in the world. That is, until he dies in a magical accident that could possibly be her fault. Grimes is now in hell, and she's going in after him because his recommendation could hold her very future in his now incorporeal hands, and even death is not going to stop the pursuit of her dreams. Nor will the fact that her rival Peter Murdoch has come to the very same conclusion, with nothing but the tales of Orpheus and Dante to guide them, enough chalk to draw the pentagrams necessary for their spells, and the burning desire to make all the academia drama mean anything. They set off across hell to save a man they don't even like. But hell is not like the storybooks say. Magic isn't always the answer, and there's something in Alice and Peter's past that could forge them into the perfect allies or lead to their doom. What? I feel like, I don't know if I'm completely mistaken because I haven't read any of her other books, but like compared to her other dark academia fantasy book that's set in Oxford, which is quite funny, so Babel, this sounds more fiction, like more like a story, you know what I mean? Whereas I feel like in Babel, I haven't read it, so I might be completely wrong, but I feel like from the blurb, I feel like there could be much more, you know, social commentary. But anyways, this is my copy of Catabasis, my beautiful, gorgeous copy. I absolutely love it. I love the colors. Since it talks about hell, I think they are completely fitting. And you would probably have seen it if you keep up with my shorts as well. I've started posting short form content, especially when I have like a new book that I'm buying but it doesn't fit in a haul, or I forgot to include it or something. I will show it to you in a short form. But anyways, this is my copy. It's the black one with the golden details, and it has this gorgeous, I really love them, I don't know why, they're very simple, and I know a lot of people don't like them, and it's black on top and on the bottom, but I really like this. I feel like it goes very well with the cover, and I don't know, it does something to my OCD brain, you know what I mean? It's very, yeah, I like it. And it says on the back, Alice Lowe, you naughty girl, you're trying to go to hell. And I love that. Throw in arrivals. Two lovers may be dynamic. I have no idea if there's romance in this. Someone please let me know if you read this. But even just the rivals, like rival co-workers or rival academic rivals dynamic, I am a sucker for it, and I love a good dark academia. I haven't read one yet this full, so this could be my sign, you know what I mean? Oh, there's a cat in there, very random, and the guy and the girl walking upside down. Catabasis to hell with love. And they were the books that have been chosen. Terrestrial History, A Kiss of Iron, and Catabasis. I literally cannot hold them all, so I'm just gonna hold up those two to do some spine tapping. I'm really excited about this marathon, and I feel like I should use Fable's AI for my monthly TBR next. What do you think? Let me know. I already have another concept in mind, but this could be fun as well. This also gives me an excuse to refresh my want to read list, add all the books I've recently bought, and, you know, remove some that I'm not interested in anymore. Anyway, those were the books that I could potentially read in a 24-hour readathon very soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you've ever done a 24-hour marathon and the books you would read or have read during that. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope you use this feature